Okay, I'm just waiting to see if anybody hops on the live stream. Hangout. Perhaps we'll open some packs today or just talk about some random stuff. So if anybody happens to hop on the stream, I know there's a bit of a delay between my streaming and when you actually see it, so don't be afraid to say hi when you hop on the stream. But yet it seems I'm still the only one in here. Hey Weber, what's up? What you got going on this fine Saturday morning? Oh, there's such a delay between where I'm at on the screen and what is actually showing up on YouTube. I'll wiggle my fingers here, see how long it takes. It's about a 10-second delay, which I guess isn't terrible, but it's not really real time. Weber, I don't have much going on today. Just hanging out this morning, trying to stay out of the heat, this Georgia heat, where it's like 95 plus every day. Which I don't really mind. I like hot weather, but you know, you stay out there too long and it just gets annoying. So Weber, do you hang out in anybody else's streams? I know I've seen you before. Are you in you hang out in Back in the Games streams or Wicked streams? Sorry, I didn't have my sound on. Um, I got this Andrew Luck card in a Fairfield box that I opened yesterday. I'm gonna give this away. Weber, if you don't know, I'm giving away some cards. Um, Contest probably gonna run for about a week. All you gotta do is leave a comment on the previous video I did on the contest. You can find it on my channel. Yeah, that is true. There is a lot of content. There's so many collectors posting content now on YouTube. It's hard to keep up with all of it, and especially the live streams. Like last night, I was in back in the games collecting live. I was trying to watch two live streams at one time, and it wasn't really working. It's impossible to keep up with two of them, so I was kind of hopping in back and forth between them. Um, but yeah, Wicked did a case break of Prism last night, and yeah, Crosby on there with them. That was pretty fun. And back in the game did a group break of Diamond Kings. Um, I didn't get anything in the Diamond Kings group break, and I wasn't in the Prism case break. But yeah, so yeah, I'm not doing much this morning, just hanging out. Figured to, you know, if anybody wanted to come in, talk sports cards or sports or whatever, I'll probably be streaming for probably about an hour. Um, Weber, you watch baseball? You a football fan? Basketball, hockey? What sports are you into? Me, I'm mainly a baseball, football guy. I'll dabble in basketball every once in a while, but I'm not like the biggest fan. So I really don't know, all the players. I know the big names because you hear them all the time. Harden and Curry and Westbrook, Durant, LeBron, but I don't really get too much into basketball. I don't think I've watched a single playoff game this year. Just saw some highlights. All of them. You're okay. Makes sense. Mile high cards. Definitely a homer with the Denver teams. Avalanche, Nuggets, Broncos, and Rockies. I used to like the Broncos back in the day. I don't hate the Broncos. I myself am a Dolphins fan, so the struggle is real being a Dolphins fan. But I used to like the Broncos back in Elway's days. I always pulled for them in the Super Bowls they didn't win against the Giants and the Niners back in the day. I always liked Elway back then. I wanted them to win. Elway and I liked Steve Atwater back in the day. He was a masher out there. The year they played the Falcons in the Super Bowl, I pulled for the Falcons that year because I was already living in Georgia by then, and it just seemed the right thing to do, pull for the Falcons to win a Super Bowl. But they weren't going to beat Elway in that Super Bowl. Yeah, they weren't. That was the second straight one that they won, wasn't it? When they played the Falcons, or was that the first of two that they won? I don't remember. My mind's a little hazy from back then. That was my college years. Yeah, Steve Atwater was a beast. Um, I remember I saw a video one time where wasn't it Steve Atwater that lady? I think it was Steve Largent. That Atwater like just totally lit up Steve Largent, and then Steve Largent got revenge on a fumble. I think it was like a fumble recovery or something like that. I think it was. Yeah, that was pretty funny. But that was old school hard nosed football. And then there's that legendary hit against Okoye where you just like stopped Okoye in his tracks, and that didn't happen often back then. Okoye was another one of my favorite players, but I hated when the Chiefs played the Dolphins because they always beat the Dolphins back then. It's like, man, freaking Steve DeBerg, man, where'd you come from? You're not that good. So you're a Rockies fan, Weber. I mean, didn't Trevor Story have a big night last night? Didn't he have something like 7 RBIs or something like that? I think I kind of glanced at something that said that. Oh, your favorite was Okoye. I mean, how could you not like Okoye, man? The dude was. He looked like a center. They would hand the center the football. It was unfair. It was like trying to tackle a Volkswagen when he came running through the hole. People would just bounce off of him. I'd be screaming at the TV, tackle him by the legs. Everybody would always go up high against him, and it's like the dude's like 8 foot across, wide at the top. Why would you try to tackle him up high? Since we're talking football, I'm gonna break into this Fairfield box. It's got Dalvin Cook on the front. We'll see what we get in there. The Nigerian Nightmare, Christian Okoye. Yeah, it brings back memories. I can't think of any like modern player that's close to him. I mean, Trent Richardson was a big, powerful guy. Who was the other big running back from Alabama that played in the NFL? Oh, Eddie Lacy. He was a good-sized running back. Brandon Jacobs was a big running back. Ron Dane, the Bus. Always had things for big running backs, you know, because the little speedsters are a dime a dozen, but the big bruisers are kind of a dying breed in the league. You don't see them as much. So what pack do we get in here? Score, 90 score. That's not bad. Special player list offer. Interesting. Alright, Dalvin Cook rookie. This guy was a beast in college. You mess with my focus here. Yeah, the bus was close to Okoye. Got a dolphin in here. It's pretty cool. Man, all these cards are backwards. Oh, I got some nice cards in here. Look at this. 2018 certified. That's pretty cool. My last Fairfield box had mostly junk wax stuff in it. It's cool to pull these Fairfields and you get like 2018 cards out of it, because then you know it's like a newer box. Malcolm Jenkins, Carlos Dunlap. Here's a Kirk Cousins. Devin Funchess. Tyrell Williams. Matt Flynn rookie. Super Bowl parallel. Like how the green goes with the Packers uniform. Man, Matt Flynn, he did it right, didn't he? Was a backup. Didn't play that much in Green Bay, but when he did come in and play, lit it up. Left for a year, got paid, went to Seattle. Got beat out by Russell Wilson. Still got paid. And then got traded back to Green Bay. Jarvis Landry with the Browns. Jesse James, Steelers. Jonathan Stewart. Jake Locker. That's a good one. AJ Green, he's a beast. Chandler Jones. Steve Smith. Here's a Devontae Parker. I really hope something becomes of Devontae Parker. He shows flashes, but then, you know, kind of disappeared. Tyrod with the Browns. Michael Thomas, it's a good receiver. Some nice cards in here. Antonio Brown, nobody likes him anymore. There's a Bronco for you. Von Miller. It's hard to find Fairfield boxes there. Yeah, I could believe it. I don't live in like the biggest city, so I can usually find Fairfield boxes, but recently all I could find is the football. So somebody's been going around buying up all the baseball ones. Earl Thomas. Leonard Williams is a good player, even though he plays for the hated Jets. Here's another Bronco for you, Devontae Booker. Vaughn, yeah. Vaughn's cool. Here's a Michael Crabtree. Thought that was a Lamar for a second looking from the back. Zay Jones. Another Jones. Chandler Jones. There's some nice cards in here. Some newer stuff. Prisms. Certified. Clay Matthews. Uh-oh. Let's go, Jets. Hey, Anthony, how you doing? Thanks for jumping in the stream. Dory Jackson. Yeah, I mean, like, I really don't like the Dolphins being in the AFC East. Not because we have to play the Patriots twice a year, which, for all the other AFC East teams, that's, you know the feeling of having to play the Patriots twice a year. But, but yeah, it's just like geographically, the Dolphins just don't fit into the AFC East. Like, they should be in the AFC South. Why is Indianapolis in the AFC East, or AFC North? No, AFC South. Indianapolis is in the AFC South, and the Dolphins are in the AFC East, where their closest team is New York. These are the pharmacy boxes, Anthony. I picked them up at Walgreens, $5 a piece. That's right. Boo the Patriots. Boo the Patriots. Yeah, it's tough seeing them win all the time. When you win all the time, everybody's gonna hate you. I was like that with the Niners back in the day. I did not like the Niners because they won all the time. I didn't like the Cowboys because they won all the time. Really didn't like the Bills back in the day because the Dolphins and the Bills back in the time when the Bills went to 4 Super Bowls, those were like the two best teams in the AFC East. And then the Jets were always there to like spoil our season sometimes, or vice versa. Julio Jones is a good card. Allen Robinson. I've been getting a lot of these Super Bowl parallels in Fairfield boxes. Jacob Tammy rookie. Yeah, I'm so ready for football season. I grew up in South Florida, and when I was growing up down there was no baseball team. All you had down there was football. You had the Dolphins and you had the Hurricanes, and that was your sports entertainment. The Heat started playing down there like a year before I left. Here's a Brett Favre, yellow parallel. Steve Breston, I remember him playing for the Wolverines back in the day. So, do any of y'all watch college football? Any of y'all college football fans? Kellen Winslow, had all the talent in the world, but no brains. No brains. Hey, look, a Cam Newton rookie card. I got an Andrew Luck rookie card in my last Fairfield box, and this one I get a Cam Newton rookie card. That's that's pretty good. And a lot of people say that just Fairfield is junk. I don't know if anybody watched my last video that I kind of went on a rant, people saying Fairfield's junk, but if you have no expectations when you open them, you're always going to be surprised. The scores are not numbered, but they're all like different parallels. You got, there was red, yellow, green, and blue, I think. And they're all different parallels, but none of them are like serial numbered, Anthony. Yeah, Weber, I live in the middle of college football heaven, I guess you could say. I live in SEC country, and it is college football all the time here. Denarius Moore rookie card. Getting some solid rookies in here. Yeah, there's another one of those parallels. Did I miss any more rookies in here? Don't think I did. Another parallel. Yeah, Weber, I'm in the same boat. Like I don't open boxes because, you're guaranteed one hit out of a box or two hits out of a box or four hits out of the box. I'm not really a hit collector. I just like cards. For baseball, I'm a Braves fan, but like I collect Hall of Famers just because I really like the history of the game for baseball. So I like base cards of Hall of Famers. Anytime I'll open junk wax packs just to see if I can pull a Hall of Famer. Yeah, that Hall of Famer may be worth a quarter, as far as what Beckett says, but it's still cool. You're pulling one of the best players from that era when you pull a Hall of Famer card. Cato June. Mike Allstott. I used to love him for the Buccaneers. Dude was a gamer. Trent Green, Chiefs. Frank Sanders. Adrian Peterson. Now, this isn't the AP that you know. This is number 29. When I was in college, I went to college with him. This is from Georgia Southern. Adrian Peterson from Georgia Southern. This was, in my mind, the original AP. He never got his shot in the league. Yeah, he was a beast in college. An absolute beast. If you have a chance, go watch. In fact, I'm probably going to look it up on YouTube here after I'm done with this box. I need to start collecting more of his cards. But he played at Georgia Southern. He won the Walter Payton Award at Georgia Southern. I think it's called the Walter Payton Award. Because didn't Walter Payton play in a smaller school? And that's kind of like the Heisman. I think he won it twice. But there was a run he had against Youngstown State. And this was when Mark Tressel was coaching Youngstown State. And like he had like a 60-something yard run where he broke like 8 tackles and was just stiff-arming dudes. It was ridiculous. Rock Cartwright. I'm going to look that up and put the link in after I'm done with this. James Jett. That name sounds familiar. Eric sleeping with Bieniemy. I remember that name. They used to say that on SportsCenter all the time. Sleeping with Bieniemy. Corey Bradford. Larry Centers. That's a cool card. What year tops is this? 99 tops? It's a pretty nice glossy card there. It's got a little tiny ding up here at the top. Jason Tucker from Donruss Elite. Peyton went to Jackson State, Weber? I know it was a smaller school. Here's Mr. Free Shoes Peter Warwick. So when we started calling FSU Free Shoes University, it was because of him. Because he got busted stealing shoes from the shoe store. Bucky Richardson. Jeff Bostic. Leroy Horde. Hey, there's a former Hurricane right there. Vinny played in the league for like 95 years. This was 94, so he'd already been on the Buccaneers. He was with the Browns. I don't know how many teams he's played for, but I think he's played for half the teams in the NFL. Buccaneers, Browns. He was on the Ravens one year. He was on the Jets. I remember when he was on the Jets. Man, I couldn't even name all the teams Vinny was on. Elvis Gerbeck. Chris Chandler. 2000 score. Got something stuck to the card right there. Got it off. He helped, he was the one that helped lead the Falcons to that Super Bowl against the Broncos. Chris Chandler. Him and Jamal Anderson had good seasons. Troy Vincent was a solid cornerback with the Dolphins. Ken Harvey. Oh, wow, look at this bust. Todd Marinovich. Man, what's up, Wicked? Welcome to the stream. We just hanging out talking football, man. Football. I know it's not your thing. But yeah, this guy was a bust. Todd Marinovich. Steve Broussard. Kevin Pointer. I haven't seen too many of these 92 scores in these Fairfield boxes. Putting these in the wrong pile shows how much I'm paying attention. Marinovich bust. Ooh, that's a cool Thurman Thomas card. You could tell this came from a brick pack because it's got all this paper loss here where you peeled it off. That's a cool little Thurman Thomas card. Man, look at his arm, man. His arm's all jacked up. Probably got hit. Took a helmet right there to the elbow. It's kind of gnarly looking. I know it doesn't really zoom in on it, but man, that didn't feel good. Gary Brown, Upper Deck SP. Pretty shiny card there. Got Dan Hampton. He's a Hall of Famer for the Bears. The Bears. Dan Fike. Ooh, Aztec card. Eric Rhett. President's Reserve. Man, I love when you get just weird crap out of these Fairfield boxes. Like an acetate card. That's pretty cool, though. I think they should do more acetate cards. This is from 88 Tops, I think. Pollard set for action. Steelers. I don't remember a Pollard. In 1989. Oh, let's see. How'd the Steelers do that year? Doesn't look like they did well. Remember when the Steelers used to consistently lose to the Browns back in the 80s and 90s? Or actually back in the 80s. Well, the Browns were kind of a powerhouse back then. Robert Moore in the old school Atlanta uniforms. Dennis McKinnon. Tom Dempsey. This guy had half a foot. He held the longest field goal record for the longest time. He was this big pudgy guy. Had half a foot. But could boot the heck out of a football. Yep, see? 63-yard field goal. That stood for a long time. Here's a Greg Lloyd Steelers. Greg Lloyd was a beast. Mark Bavaro was a good tight end for the Giants. I guess I could put these two over here since they were good players. Here's a Mark Ingram from SP. Dan Saleh-Mua. Hassan Jones and Robert Massey. So that wasn't a terrible box. That was actually pretty good. Wicked, what are you up to today? Pirates in town? You going to see the Pirates today? So here's some stuff we got. Got a Cam Newton rookie. Dalvin Cook. I only put Marinovich there because everybody remembers how big of a bust he was. There's some other decent cards. I really like that acetate card. Like that Thurman Thomas card. Didn't have paper loss. Adrian Peterson, went to school with him. Troy Vincent and a Vinny Testaverde. Yeah, I mean, Fairfield surprise you sometimes. Like, if you don't buy... I mean, if you buy it looking for, you know, boomers in there. Washing dishes, Pirates later. Is your boy pitching tonight, Archer? $19.90 score is such a... If you collected cards back in the day, you recognize 90 score. There's a Tim Brown. It's a good one. Ozzie Newsom's a good one. Andre Reed. There you go, Weber. It's Carl Mecklenburg. He was a good one. Eddie Murray. Not the baseball Eddie Murray, but the Detroit Lions kicker that nobody cares about. Perry Kemp. Norm Johnson, I remember him. Broderick Thomas. Tim Grunhard. It's a good football name, Grunhard. Neil Smith was a good player. Mel Owens. Rocket Man Andre Reed. I don't remember Andre Reed being super fast, but he was just one hell of a receiver. He'd catch everything that was thrown near him. And I hated him. Hated him. Because he was on the Bills. I hated all the Bills. I hated Jim Kelly, even though he went to the University of Miami. I hated Thurman Thomas, even though he eventually became a Dolphin after he got old and couldn't run like he used to anymore. Hated Andre Reed. Hated Darryl Talley. Hated little Steve Tasker and his cheating self. Run out of bounds. Run back in. Tackle the... Steve Tasker was one of the reasons they made that rule where you couldn't run out of bounds on punts. Because he would do that crap on purpose. It would drive me crazy. Yeah, so that wasn't a bad Fairfield box. I'll sort all these boys later. So I may eventually do a. I tried to fill a multiple box group break, but I didn't get much interest on it. And I think mainly is because I don't have a lot of reach on YouTube yet. Archer pitched last night, but it's his bobblehead night. Cool. Let's open up Prism. I'm sure Wicked saw enough of this last night. Wicked was probably seeing colored refractors in his sleep. Green and orange donuts. Cosmic haze. I think they're going to run out of names eventually. Check out 2030 Prism with our brand new numbered out of 25 Doo-Doo Brown colored refractors. Retail exclusive cheetah print refractors. You need the retail Pirates cards. So like the red, white, and blue ones that come in this pack, Wicked. You need those. I'll send them to you if there's any Pirates in here. So we got 3 packs in here. 4 cards per pack. The reason I bought the fat pack is just if you do the math for the cards. Yeah, you're probably not going to get like an auto or anything in these, but you get 15 cards for $9 versus a blaster box where you get like 24 cards and it's $20. So these are like 60 cents a card, and the blaster box is like 80 cents a card, even though you have a chance at a better hit. Alright, I'll open those last, Wicked, and I'll see if there's a pirate in there. If there is, I'll send it to you. Alright, let's see what's in this first pack. We got a Rendon on the back. Schwab's. Mike Minor, who's just pitching way better than he did before when he was with the Braves. And a Jose Peraza, so nothing in there. Base. Do you like base? Got a Giancarlo on the back. It's numbered. So we got Nick Williams, Kyle Wright rookie, Shohei, Stargazing, insert, and Giancarlo out of $3.99. Hey Coops, what's up, man? Just opening up some retail Prism here. Hanging out, talking football. And baseball. On Chris Archer bobblehead day. And a Jesus Aguilar on the back. Josh Donaldson, Renfro, Yachty, and Aguilar. So we got 1 insert and 1 color in the 3 packs. Let's see what we got in the red, white, and blue. Well, it's not a pirate on the back. Damn, this thing's hard to open. There it goes. Cedric Mullins, rookie. JT Realmuto, and Eric Hosmer. Sorry, we get no pirates for you. I need to put my trash can a little bit closer. Let's see, what else can I do? Anybody want to do, anybody looking to buy any cards? I got a crap load of cards here I need to get rid of. Probably not near as much as Wicked. Wicked's got a house full of cards. It's Wicked's warehouse of cards at his house. I bet you sending that basket to DMC probably did nothing to make a dent in that, did it, Wicked? All those cards you got. You want it for $1, Coop? You want it for $1? I'll give it to you for $1. And you won't even have to pay shipping if I send it to you in a envelope. So all these cards I'm going through, I'd get rid of these. You want them for, these are all just mainly stars and semi-star cards. So I'll go a quarter on these. If you want anything for a quarter. Just tell me if I can come by something you need. Geo, Dozier, Nola, Leiter, De Los Santos. There's an Adamas rookie debut. Just holler if you see something. Hosmer. The Bregman. It's a green Garrett Cole. Justin Turner. Here's a Mattingly Jack Clark. Strasburg. Look at that face on Hunter Pence. Is that not the most Hunter Pence card of Hunter Pence cards? Yeah, most of these are just like base stars and stuff that I kind of set aside. So who y'all got for All-Star game? Y'all voting on the All-Star game this year? Let's start with the catcher, National League catcher. Who y'all got for All-Star? I'm gonna look this up. I'm gonna look at team leaders. See who's doing real well. Catchers. I'm trying to think. Who's a catcher in the NL? Probably Contreras. I mean, the All-Star game is really more about popularity than it is. You got JT Wicked. I know All-Star games are more about popularity than they are about numbers. Let's see. Let's look up batting. 2019. Plays catcher. I know Gary Sanchez for the American League, right? Gary Sanchez is definitely going to be in for the American League. Oh, you're joking about JT? I don't know. JT's probably having a solid season. Probably not what the Phillies were expecting, though. Okay, so it's sorted by homers. Let's see. Let me see if I can share my screen here. There we go. So yeah, so Baseball Reference, this is sorted by homers. So Gary Sanchez has 17 homers. Only hitting 264 though, but I mean, he plays in New York. That means he's going to be in the All-Star game. Yeah, JT probably get voted in. But it's tough. I mean, you got a Cubby in Philadelphia. You know, Grandal's having a decent season in Milwaukee. I am using Streamlabs OBS Wicked. It's pretty cool. You could put like different windows up. Like you could put banners with your PayPal information. There's like I made one. Hold on. Let me see if I can get it to pop up. No, that's not it. That's not it. There we go. So like I got my PayPal information up here in case I sell anything during a live stream. You see it. Oh no, I'm not using a phone. I'm using a webcam on my desktop. Did you call it Monday stuff? Yeah, I mean, you got to run it on your PC or your laptop in order to run OBS. I don't think they have it on uh iPhone or anything like that. Tony Walters is only allowed 2 stolen bases. You can't run on him. Hey, that's pretty good. Yeah, I don't think defensive metrics gets gets much burn when it comes to All Star voting. I mean, unless your name is Ozzie Smith or Omar Vizquel. Um, People want offensive numbers for the most part. Wicked, you can figure it out, man. Just watch YouTube tutorials. You'll figure it out. It's not that hard to set up. I learn everything off YouTube. I'm a I'm not a learner that can read something and do it. I have to be able to see it being done and then I mimic it. So yeah, I'm thinking it's probably gonna be between Contreras and Romuto just because of the teams that they're on. Even though Contreras is probably having a slightly better season than Realmuto, but Grandal is not that far behind. Grandal is having a solid season too. All right, first base. First base in the NL has got to be. As much as I love Freddie Freeman, I think Josh Bell is just having such a great season. I think Josh Bell should get the votes for the All Star game if he keeps playing like he's been playing, because he's been mashing. Yeah, I agree with you, Josh Bell. Um, let's see. We can change this first baseman. Let's see first baseman stats. Uh, get results. Well, I mean, Bellinger played first base 1 game this year, but I don't consider him a first baseman. Peter Alonso's up there as well, but look at Josh Bell. He's hitting 343 right now. Man, he's mashing. 18 homers, 343. Yeah, I think Josh Bell deserves it the most. Dietrich is up here only because his home runs are high. Let's sort this by OPS. There we go. And Dietrich hit what, like 6 of his home runs against the Pirates? Y'all ain't playing the Reds today, are you? Let's see. Dozier, Rizzo's up here. Alonso and Bell in the home run derby. Yeah, I'd like to see that, man. They both hit the ball like really freaking hard. I don't know why they put Freddie in the home run derby last year because he's not really a. I mean, yeah, he could hit 20, 30 home runs a year, but that's not his game. He's an average hitter. Always tries to go the other way with stuff. Hoskins would be a good one for the home run derby as well. Oh, they're playing the Brewers. Yep, definitely Josh Bell, I think, for. My pick would be Josh Bell. For the American League, let's see, you got Hunter Dozier. Really not a lot of American Leaguers up here. Daniel Vogelback. Mark Canha. I think that's pretty much Hunter Dozier's to lose, looking at stats. Josh Bell and Trevor Story played Little League together. That's pretty cool. Yeah, a lot of these players know each other from like their high school days and stuff. Like, I was watching where one of Trevor Bauer's interviews where he was interviewing Arenado, and they all like knew the same people because they were in high school around the same time, and they were talking about like these super teams, like travel teams, and they knew the players on them, and how like some of those players are on in pro ball now and all that. All right, what's next? First base, second base. Trying to think of second baseman. NL, AL. So I barely watch any American League games, so I don't know who's at second base in American League. And that rookie kid, isn't he at second base for Boston? Is he like all-star worthy in his first year? Um, for NL, like I would say Albies, but Albies has been struggling for like the last month. Let's see who we got second base as far as offensive stats. Dietrich is up there in OPS, but I don't like that batting average, 260. Kendrick's having a good year. Kingery, Dixon, Escobar. They got Muncy listed as second base. Has Muncy played much second base this year? He doesn't look like a second baseman. He looks like a third baseman or like a left fielder. Moose. Yeah, let me say you had to have played like 25 games at second base. See if that shortens the list. Yeah, shortened it a little bit. Oh yeah, Glaber in the AL by far. He's been raking. Brandon Lowe. Here's a rookie that nobody really talks about. He's having a good season. 11 home runs. He's hitting 278. He's having a solid rookie season. And like his cards are all over the place. When you like every 2019 product open seems to have a Brandon Lowe rookie in it. He's having a because he's on a bad team. He's on the Rays. How bad are the Rays this year? Rays 35-20. I wouldn't say they're a bad team. It's just in a small market. Bad fanfare. They're 35-20 this season. They're in second place in the AL. They have like a no-name team. G-Man Choi, Lowe, I mean, everybody knows Kiermaier. And Austin Meadows is mashing this year. I know Wicked didn't want to hear that. But, I mean, they're 35-20. Yeah, nobody cares about them. Yep, that's the only thing. Small market teams get no love. Chavis, this was the guy I was thinking of for Boston. Yeah, I think Brandon Lowe's having a better season. Like, I've heard a lot of people say that Chavis is shooing for Rookie of the Year, but Brandon Lowe's having a better season than him. All right, let's go look at third baseman or shortstops. Bregman, Story. Yeah, look at Story. Story's mashing. 294 with 15 home runs. Yeah, you're right, Weber. He's having a hell of a season. I mean, Baez is having a good season too, but not at Trevor Story numbers. Bregman's batting average is pretty low, but he's mashing homers. Hey, that's what the game is about now. You know, it's all about homers. You don't worry about average anymore, really. I mean, you could go 1 for 4 every day, and if that one hits a homer, then you're doing your job in today's game. Yeah, I would say Bregman and Story definitely look. I don't know. I might go Torres. Torres has played short, so maybe Torres and Story. We all know for outfield, Bellinger, Yelich for the NL. Those would be like 1-2. Let's see. We didn't do third base yet. So Bregman's been playing a lot of third base too. Moose, Matt Chapman, Arenado. And Arenado's hitting 344 this year. 344? Holy crap. Is Arenado leading the league in batting? No. Bellinger's going to be ahead of him. All right, Wicked. Have fun washing dishes and have fun getting your Archer bobblehead tonight. I didn't know Nolan was hitting 344 this year. That's pretty damn good. Bryant's kind of turned it on recently. Well, he just came back, didn't he? Let's see. Junior Suarez is having a solid season. Yeah, I don't think anybody's beating out Nolan. My American League vote would go to Chapman, just because those are like the two best third base gloves in the league. Urshela. Who's Urshela play for? Josh? There's two different kinds of players. The ones batting 333 and get 2 hits a day as a given, and the ones that bat 256 with 40 home runs a year. Yeah, that is true. But then you also got somebody like Bellinger that's, hitting for average and power this year. He's on the Yankees. He's a third baseman, Josh. Gio Urshela. Third baseman and shortstop. Let's see. He's played in 46 games this year. He's hitting 338. It's pretty solid. Drew 10 walks, 25 strikeouts. It's not too bad. It's actually pretty good in today's game. Yeah, pretty good. See, he's been moved around a lot. Yeah, he's 27, so I guess he's a late bloomer. Yeah, it's amazing what the Yankees are doing with all their injuries. I mean, they're still leading the NL East despite all the damn injuries they got. Yeah, I like Arenado, man. He's a great player. Yeah, I mean, I always have a thing for like slick fielding, like third baseman. Um, like they're always like some of my favorite players. Like Vinny Castilla, I was so mad when I was. What year did the Rockies come in? Was that 92, 93? Because the Braves gave up Vinny Castilla for the expansion draft. How could you give up Vinny Castilla for the expansion draft? And of course, the Rockies took him, and he became part of the Blake Street Bombers. And I was so angry because he was it 93. Yeah, I mean, I realized Vinny was pretty much blocked by Chipper, but at the time, Chipper kind of wanted to play shortstop. And then it's funny because years down the road, when the Braves got Vinny Castilla, Chipper went to left field, so Vinny could play third. And like Vinny wouldn't dazzle you with his defense, but like he had like one of the most accurate arms. Like you rarely see Vinny Castillo throw the ball away. All right, so let's look at outfielders. Let's look at left field. Yeah, I do not like Vinny. Okay, as figured, Yelich is at the top of homers. Sort by OPS. He's doing well. Austin Meadows in Tampa Bay. He plays a lot of DH though. Dietrich keeps popping up just because of OPS. Damn, is there a position that Dietrich doesn't play? You get Gallo. Gallo hitting 272. That's pretty good. Uh, Charlie Clutch. Charlie Culberson. Best pinch hitter in the league, in my opinion. Hunter Pence, Chris Bryant, Soto's down here. Let's look at right field. Let's look at all the outfielders. Yelich. I don't see Bellinger on here. Let's do this. Let's look at all the players. So, 379, 20 home runs. As a Yankee fan, I'd rather not talk about the outfield. Sorry, Josh. Yeah, I mean, I agree. Yelich is having a good season, but if Bellinger keeps hitting like Bellinger's been hitting, it's Bellinger's MVP to lose. I mean, he's still hitting 379, 20 home runs. He's halfway to 100 RBI. So is Josh Bell. I mean, Bellinger's putting up triple crown numbers right now, and Yelich isn't too far behind. That's what's funny, but he's way far behind in batting average. 73 points behind in batting average. Hey guys, give me a couple minutes. I'll be right back. All right, folks, I'm back. Sorry about that. I'm actually gonna have to end the stream here in the next minute because my neighbor's got a dead battery and I gotta go jump his vehicle off. I appreciate everybody coming out today. It was fun talking sports with you. Where'd my window go? That kind of talk is not allowed. You're talking about the Dodgers. You're not allowed to say the Dodgers. Let's see. So before I take off and tell my neighbor to stop leaving his dome light on in his car, I got hobby boxes. If anybody wants to do like a group break of hobby boxes, I'll do 1 box, do 2 boxes, I'll do 3 boxes. Let me know. I mean, I'm not in any rush to get these broke, but if somebody's interested in doing divisional breaks, team breaks, and hobby boxes, I am open to the notion. I got Gypsy Queen, Diamond Kings, and Heritage. So, kind of been wanting to do a break on a live stream, and yeah, if you're interested, just let me know, hit me up, and maybe I'll do that on a future live stream. I like this time slot for doing live streams because it's Saturday, so as long as I don't have anything going on a Saturday morning, I'll probably be on there doing live streams and probably ripping more Fairfield and retail packs as I come along. So thank you all for stopping by. Josh, Weber, Wicked, Coops, thanks for jumping in. I appreciate it, everybody. But I got to take off and go help out my neighbor. So, yeah, keep an eye out for me. I'll probably stream next week. I'm not sure if I can, but if I'm available, I'll throw up a event. All right. Catch y'all later. Y'all enjoy the rest of your weekend.